My name is Tara Brown. I am the Assistant Director of the Advising Unit for the Bourns College of Engineering, here to tell you a little bit about learning communities. The university is very invested in academic success, especially academic success for first year, first time, first generation students. Because of that, we have created a number of what we call high impact activities that we know really help the first year, first time, first generation student flourish in a way that they may not be able to do without these programs. Some of those programs include peer mentoring, participating in a club or an organization, undergraduate research or a study abroad. And one of the biggest programs are the Learning Community Program. There are different variations of the Learning Community Program. There are living learning communities in the residence hall. We have one that's called Ingenuity, which is about 150 beds in one of the residence halls. The Honors Program also has a living learning community, and many of the cultural identity programs have living learning communities in the residence halls. There are also academic learning communities. So there are, each one of the colleges has its own variation of that. Then there is the Honors Program, which is probably the biggest learning community and definitely the most traditional learning community on campus. Now, what is it that I mean by learning community? A learning community is a group of students with a similar educational goal who are grouped or clustered and participating in some specific activities outlined by that program. Again, each one of the colleges has its own variation of that. In the Bourns College of Engineering, we have what we call the Engineering First Year Learning Community. What happens is I take a look at your information and the schedules that have been expected for you to enroll in, and I reserve seats for you in some of your key classes. So it might be a math class, it might be a computer science class, could be a chem class, could be a physics class, okay? We're guaranteeing you a seat. And we are also providing, along with that, an extra 2 to 3 hours of structured in study time called supplemental instruction, where a peer mentor who works very closely with the instructor for your class, 2 or 3 hours a week, provides you a very good insight into the material. So really breaking down the material in a way that it might not get broken down in a lecture or the secondary activity, which we call a discussion, a lab, or an additional lecture. Many of your lectures are going to have anywhere from 300 to 1,000 students, and it's really kind of difficult to get to know people and try to find somebody in your major. But when you get down to your lecture, your discussion, your lab, there probably won't be more than 30 people in there. Because of the Learning Community Program, everybody in that class, you will know, is a first-time, first-year engineering student, probably with your same major. So that gives you a chance to get to know each other, get to know other people who may be experiencing the same thing as you do. But you also have a peer mentor, somebody who's already taken the class that you're taking, earned an A- or better, gone through extensive training, and can really be there to help you make this transition. So the most important thing you need to learn about learning communities is this. When you go to register momentarily, there will be a block of classes there for you. And I'll give you a copy of those classes before we even get to registration. You're gonna look at the block, and then you're going to pick the block, and all those courses in the block you will be automatically enrolled into. You won't have to worry about it at all. Then you'll take the time to add anything that is on your suggested course plan that it was not part of the block. So you might add your English class, you might add your breadth class. If I didn't put you in a math class, you should definitely be in a math class, and you just use the instructions that we gave you beforehand. No need to panic. If you don't understand this right now, it's okay. I repeat myself often because I never know when you're ready to hear me. But we'll get along just fine. There'll be plenty of time for you to ask questions. There'll be plenty of opportunity to get the help and support you need. So I look forward to seeing you at orientation or seeing you through video conference. And I promise you that It will be a good experience. Thank you. BCOE. Bye.